You're listening to The Common Sense Experience with Amir, Chuck, and Pete. Be sure to leave us a review on iTunes.
Hey man, sometimes you just gotta talk your shit. More than music. Out of this world I'm gone. No, I was never a human. What type of time you on? In different zones I'm moving. Gotta be spitting the truth.
Everything that's like, well, here's an opportunity with everything to actually go ahead and educate our own children. Yeah.
Question though, Amir.
Yes.
Because that's a great point. But in 2020, and you have seen the mothers on social networks, should these and the fathers, don't get it twisted, and the fathers, should they be? I'm kind of worried about some of these kids being at home, bro, because they usually get regular life when they go to school.
At home doesn't have to be your home.
Okay.
So the people that could be teaching them, because that's how it was back then. Basically, our schools back in the 50s and the 40s and in the 60s even were at people's houses. Sometimes in the basement, you had the people that could teach. The thoughts, go ahead and be a thought. All right.
That's when it was a village, though, right?
Right.
That's when raising a child takes a village. A lot of that shit is lost nowadays. Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just, counteracting the point.
You're gonna realize how important the village is in times like this.
Oh, fam, it's important now. I've been realizing
it's been important, but I'm saying for the people that don't. Look, okay. How's it feel? Guess what? You have to go to your neighbor because guess what? You ran out of toilet paper. You ran out of sanitizer. And you don't have it, but they do. Might want to be a little nicer to your neighbor. Might want to go ahead and have a little more, communication instead of this and that with the people that's around you. Yeah. So I'm again, no idea or whatever you try to implement is going to start off with perfection.
That's true.
But just the idea of it can start small. It might not start with everybody, but just to be able to go ahead and say, okay, this person or whatever. And maybe throughout the week, something like that to implement, saying one day these group of kids go to this person. Next week is this, the next day this, throughout the five. It's just, again, I'm throwing out, but it's the idea of it.
No, that's a dope idea though. That's the true definition of a village. Because I truth be told, I've seen especially being out here the last 5 years and having my son come to school out here in Ohio, I definitely was like, damn, I wish I could get our people. And it's funny because the school that he's going into next year, it's a STEM school. So it focuses on science and technology, and they have robotics class and shit.
That is,
and he's actually, it is. And he's actually, and we went to my wife did. I had to work. My wife and my son, they went to the open house to the school. Like the school that he's at now, they give you a list of schools in the district, and it's like, yo, y'all got to pick a school before he graduate this year, so we know where to take him. So. Like, they ain't even looking no other school. They went to the school. They liked it. And come to find out, it was some black male teachers that worked there, some science teachers. So it's like, damn, I was kind of looking forward to this new school year that I've been, like, the most ever since we moved here, just because he's finally going to be able to experience ethnicity teaching him. Somebody that looks like him teaching him, and it's unfortunate. I hope all this bullshit subsides so he can actually experience that. But because it's a lack of us in the teaching community. Some of it is on us, but a lot of it isn't. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely was curious about the homeschooling, and I think it would be dope, especially if you got teachers in your family, teachers in your neighborhood. They out of work, they come pull some bread together and just like make shit work. I'm with you, Amir. I was just, for the sake of content, just asking questions, but it's just like. It is a dope idea and shit. Segregation ain't that bad. They made the word evil.
So you said your kid went to a robotics school. Chuck, you got your 3 girls, and y'all got children. That just to ask y'all, I'm saying though, and I got my feelings on it though. At what age do y'all think, and having children and seeing that though, should the regular curriculum be less and the focus studies on what they're interested in be more to the forefront? At what age should that? What age do I think that should start to go ahead?
Dion. Here's the challenge, in my opinion.
Okay.
We don't own our children. I mean, I say it that way. The government owns our kids. When you sign that birth certificate, you're signing over ownership. I don't want to use that word, but you're signing over that child to the government.
Your parental rights.
Pretty much. Like, if you don't take your kids or put your kid in school, what happens? You got the cops at your door. This is my child. I do what I want with my child.
Right.
Nah, not according to the birth certificate. Now, I don't know if this is still the case, but if you ever notice when, as a parent, when you sign that birth certificate, it says informant on the birth certificate, and that's where the parent name goes. So you gotta ask yourself, okay, well, what's an informant, right? So it's stuff like that that has me questioning. Okay, well, you know, so with the homeschooling piece, if it was up to me, I'd do it from birth.
From birth,
I do it from birth because you got to remember, the current system is not structured for us in no way, shape, or form. It's not.
Because yeah. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead.
No, because at a certain age, you kind of know at least a direction your child is going. I feel like. I mean, I'm not having kids though, but just interacting with different kids and having nieces and nephews, I see that. I'm like, okay, yeah. This with this child, this with this child. Okay, all right. So you're not big on this, but you're big on this, and I feel like you kind of know that. In school, it's kind of like, you know, you don't have that opportunity to kind of have that intimate.
No, you don't. You don't
relationship with the child. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because everything is. Because the current school system is so structured, which structure within itself is not bad, but it doesn't adhere to the child's gifts, right?
Absolutely.
I suck at math. Math was my worst subject in high school, but I still had to take the same math as everybody else.
I sucked at class. Listen, I was horrible at class. I was horrible at sitting. I don't sit now. And here's the thing: the way the current system is set up, that's looked at as bad. But that's how you learn, right? That's how you operate within that structure. So instead of saying, "No, Amir's bad," it should be, all right, well, let's structure the material to his learning style. That's how it should be. But the current system is not set up that way. So when we start our school, Chuck should be the principal. It sounds like.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. It's so
everybody can't look. The shit Amir talking about, I kind of see is going to happen with my son, with my youngest son, Jacob. He's 3, very smart, independent, capable young man, and it's like I see certain things that he's very observant. Like he'll watch you. Like he mimics his brother Jag all the time. That's why I tell Jag all the time, be careful, because he's watching you. You got to be careful. Like he'll mimic something and then he'll try to do it on his own. He'll get frustrated, won't ask for help. We have to teach him to ask for help. So he's working on help mommy, help daddy, please, and won't get as frustrated. But I could see this type of temperament going into school and then trying to say something wrong with my child, and that's not it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he loves cars. He'll be like, he'll see Sade, my wife, with bags, right? This is how smart he is. Because he knows that there's toys at the supermarket, right? Because he went there with Sade all the time. But now Jag is older, so she'll leave him with Jag, so he'll go, so it won't be as much of a burden. You know what I'm saying? Or stay in the house with me. Anyway, I say all to say this is how observant he is. When he sees Sade gets the bags and put her coat on, Mommy, you going to the store? Yes, Jake, I'm going to the store. Oh, okay. Can you buy me Hot Wheels? I've been good today. You know what I'm saying? It's like little shit, like what the 3-year-old that can comprehend, okay, my mom got bags in her hand, so I know she's going to the store. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he picks up, he's smart, he knows his colors, he likes to build blocks, he likes cars. So it's like, damn, I will push him towards learning like Legos, architect. You know what I'm saying? To me, that speaks architect. That he likes to draw. So it's like you're right, Amir. At an early age, now kids will have different ideas. They will have different. What I'm trying to say, they'll have different motivations. They'll have different interests as they get older. Right. But it'd be cool to key in on some things at an early age. So when they get older, they realize this is. Because I told Jag, because Jag used to be the same way with the Legos. He's not as much as anymore, but he still like to draw and build. And Sade teaches him how to sew. So they like to do things from their hands. So it's like I tell my son, like, yo, you know, it's cool. You know, you want to keep learning these things, and I'll try to get you in some classes at a program or something. Because these things that you're interested in now can make you a boss later in life.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell him all the time. I tell him all the time, you don't want to be like, you want to be better than me. Like I come home from work, I'll be honest with him. He be like, how's your day, son? It sucked. It was trash. I don't like working for others. That's what I'm trying to work on building now. And I don't want you to do this. I want you to start off and be happy. You know what I'm saying? Learn from my mistakes. So it's just like, Amir is right. Even though you don't have kids, but you know, your uncle, you're part of the village of all of our family. So you see what it is. And it's like, it's definitely important to key on interest at an early age for kids. Even when they run out of that interest, they still got it in the back of their brain. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's equivalent to that. My dad, I don't want to play baseball no more. I want to try basketball. Okay, cool. But you still got the techniques and the footwork. Because baseball, if you know how to play baseball, people don't know, especially among our black community. I know I'm on a tangent, but I'm to the same point. Baseball teaches you everything you need to know about all other sports. It teaches you about patience. It works on your footwork. You're working on your whole body. It's not just physical, it's mental. It's learning the game and the mental process of it. So even if you stop playing baseball, you still take all of that shit that you learned from baseball into other places. So it's important to key in on the interest at an early age, hone them skills and learn them skills so they can adjust it and use them in life, even if they don't do that particular skill anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely beneficial to have not only homeschool, but having a type of curriculum that could train up a child and not just a school to prison pipeline.
Pretty much. Much.
Yeah. That's what we're dealing with. That's definitely what they want, man. I see they letting these inmates out, man. And y'all think about, we talk about that? Y'all think about the inmates being let loose?
Wait, what?
Inmates, no, it's in California, it's 1,500 because of the coronavirus and all that. So they letting certain.
Are they like weed? Are they like people that went to jail for weed? And if it's stuff like that, I don't mind.
I don't know. I don't know. I just seen a.
Yeah. I would ask what type of crime did they commit? Yeah. Like if they letting out pedophiles, rapists, murderers, shit like that. Nah, hell no. Right. But like P said, if you went there for weed or some shit like that, nah, you good. Come on.
Child support. You see, I was gonna say child support because you see they said the stimulus package. If you owe child support, you ain't getting it. That's nuts. I don't trust this whole shit anyway. Like to be honest with you, I feel like we gonna get taxed. Something's gonna happen. Like it's gonna take it out of this stimulus package. Like I don't know.
But you got to remember, and I agree with you. The more money that's in circulation, the less valuable the dollar becomes.
Right.
Right. You know, it's like a supply and demand thing. Like the more you have of something, the less valuable it is. Mm-hmm. So all this is doing is making the dollar less valuable. Right. So I agree with like there's something like some way or another. So they're printing $2 trillion.
Right. Can't afford reparations. We all broke. We can't afford after school programs. Can't afford none of this shit. But hey, let's get this $2 trillion real quick.
Yeah. Somebody has to pay for that.
Right.
Somebody has to pay for that.
And all this is spending of loans and all. Like my wife got mad. She's like, "Yo, they just suspended all the student loans. I just paid my $200 monthly bill this month. I could have." I'm like, "Nah, it's good that you paid that. It's good, like because ain't no telling how hard this shit gonna smack you tenfold when all this is over with, like back pay and all of that. So like, I'm still paying bills, man. I'm fortunate enough to still get a check. I'm not about to. I'm already behind.